Hi guys, I want to make a quick video for anyone who's coming to the course on how to wrap your hands properly. So it's really important to wrap your hands to protect from minor injuries. So mainly we're looking at protecting the wrist, the thumb, and the small bones in the hands, the metacarpals, from impact, and especially from if a client hits it the wrong angle, it can cause a little bit of pain. So we want to make sure that they know how to wrap their hands and you know how to wrap your hands. So there's many different ways you can wrap hands. A lot of them are effective. Here's one that I like because it's nice and simple once you get the hang of it. The wraps I'm using are Hayabusa, 180 inches in length. If your hands are a little bit smaller, you can get shorter wraps. You go all the way down to 120 inches, I think. But sometimes that doesn't really give you enough to go around. So err on the side of caution, get the longer wraps. Okay, so to start off, I'm gonna hook through my thumb. Now normally I would take my ring off, but I'm not actually going boxing here, so I'll just show you with the ring on. Okay, so I want to hook on the thumb because that's a strong link there. If I go at the opposite way across the palm, that would be pulling my thumb in. That's no good. So from the thumb to the wrist. Now I'll go around the wrist a couple of times, maybe 3 or 4 times, and then around the thumb. Okay, so all the way around the thumb. Then what I'm going to do is keep my fingers splayed as I go around the knuckles. Okay, there's 3 or 4 times around the knuckles. And here's the part that gets a little bit tricky. So from the index finger, I'm going to cross the back of the hand towards the wrist. I come underneath the wrist, cross the back of the hand again, going the opposite direction, and then it links in to my small finger. Okay, now I come across and onto the back of the hand again. I just follow that same pattern. It crosses over the back of my hand underneath the wrist. Hello, doggy. Cross the back of the hand again, going the opposite direction. This time through the middle fingers. I come out the side by the thumb again. Next time round, cross, under, cross, and this time it goes through the index finger. But instead of going towards the thumb now, I go towards the baby finger. And you'll see then how this gets wrapped around a few more times on the knuckles. So we're not looking to over pad the knuckles. The glove's going to do most of that, especially if you're just hitting pads. What we want to do is basically we're trying to make the hand one full unit. So when you join all these together and you cross from the knuckles down to the wrist a few times, it kind of becomes one solid piece of bone, essentially. That's what we're looking for. And you finish off on the wrist. Now what I like about the way you wrap this is that it leaves me space in the palm of the hand so I can actually make a full fist. I can touch my fingers into the palm of my hand like I would if there was no wrap. So all the wrap is doing is making my fist stronger. It's not changing the shape of my fist or anything like that. Now the wrist can still bend a little bit, but there's enough protection there that it's not going to overextend or bend in. When you put your glove or your fist in the glove, your thumb actually does this. Okay, so all gloves, the thumb points out to the side. You don't wrap it underneath like you had a bare fist. So you want to watch that when you hit, that thumb's not going to hit. Now the padding of the glove does most of that, but also the tightness of this will keep the thumb in a little bit as well. Okay, so that's your hand wrap. You can practice that. It's called the Muay Thai style if you want to look at it on YouTube if my video wasn't good enough. But give it a go, practice before you come in. You're going to be doing it for your clients a lot.